All right, so we got this rug about 8 days ago, and I wanted to wait to do the review after, like, you know, living with a rug and doing the normal wear and tear. Because when you first get it, with anything, you can't really review it. You don't know how efficient it is or if you really even like it. So we got it 8 days ago, and we laid it out. We didn't vacuum it or anything because I wanted to see the like sheddability. Is that a word? But I wanted to see if it would shed even before the first vacuum. So we waited about 6 days before we vacuumed, and in that 6-day period, I noticed 2 of these. But I think that's pretty good, just given how much quality this is and how thick this is. But we just vacuumed it again, and I think that you can see another piece is shedding off of it. So didn't vacuum, 6-day period, 2 of these. Vacuumed, saw 1 more of these, and then we just vacuumed again, and then there was 1 hanging off of here after we vacuumed. But I will say that it was pretty easy to vacuum. We got most items, and it's remained in its consistency. The feel is amazing. It's about 2 inches thick. However, the consistency isn't even throughout each pelt. I'm sure that has to do with the sheeps itself, but it obviously would be nice if it was as fluff here, probably about 1 to 2 inches of thickness here, and that it would be consistent throughout each pelt. But again, it's still soft, but I would probably call this about 2 inches of thickness on this side versus what I would consider about 1 inch of thickness on this side, and I think that's pretty apparent when I pull it up like that. But your feet do feel really great on it. I didn't know what sheepskin felt like before I got this, and I thought it was more of that, like, you know, that synthetic material that you can get at Michael's or something, or if you're like walking through Marshall's or Walmart and you feel those soft, like, plush blankets. I thought it would be like that, but it wasn't, and when I felt it, it felt kind of rough, and I was like a bit disappointed. But, you know, nevertheless, I still waited it out to see if I liked it. And I'm glad I did, because as soon as you do lay it out, it just feels really great on your feet. It feels really great, and it gives like a nice appearance and a nice aesthetic, for example. Oh, look at that. When you hold it up to your house plants. So let's wheel this bad boy out of here.
No, I got to
Yep, you can do it right there.
No, I'll do it on the wood.
But it looks pretty nice. It looks pretty cool. Like when you walk in. I love the views. It's dope. But again, feels is about a 10. Durability, I don't have many sheepskin rugs to compare it to, but I feel like in terms of durability that it's good. About, call it like 5 bunches for a 2-week period. But again, if you pay X amount of money, I could see why you wouldn't want it to continue to do that over a long period of time. But this is my quick review on should you or should you not buy a sheepskin rug.